also a very special day for our nation today as we celebrate the life and legacy of Martin Luther King Jr. A number of federal, state, and local buildings and agencies will be closed today because of the way we will remember the civil rights icon. And some changes going on in the Shreveport area. KTBS 3's Shannon Brinius joins us live with more on what would have been a parade route today. Good morning, Shannon.
Yes, due to the inauguration, that parade that was set to take off from here at Municipal Auditorium's parking lot, that has been pushed off. We'll tell you about that in a moment. City leaders from Shreveport, though, did mark the chapter of the civil rights movement on Friday, as well as mark a special time when Dr. King paid a visit to Shreveport prior to his assassination to spread his message of equality.
We all now can look back at it and we can see that this hallowed ground of the old Galilee Baptist Church and the words of Martin Luther King Jr. Inspire us and challenge us and convict us to do better. So
Shreveport's Mayor Tom Arsenault gave voice to the reason for gathering for this special commemoration. This church was built by freed slaves after the Civil War, so it was fitting because it was a place where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. came to implore the black community to make their voices heard. His speech, recorded then, is equally important today.
There is a God in this universe. God concerned about his children. Freedom can be achieved without violence.
H. Calvin Austin was just 13 years old when he heard those words, propelling him toward a life of service and activism.
History teaches us. Yes, we are a good city. Yes, we have come a long way. Yes, we have made some great strides. Yes, we've had black mayors, black council people, but we are not where we can be.
Now, the crew of Harambe, which puts on the MLK Day Parade annually, decided to push off the parade to President's Day, February 17th, due to the inauguration. Now, that parade on that day will be taking off from here, the staging area, winding its way through downtown and returning back here to Municipal Auditorium staging area. But there are other places throughout the Arklatex that are holding MLK Day celebrations today. We'll be telling you about those in our next half hour. Nate, back to you.
Today, the nation remembers the life and legacy of civil rights icon Martin Luther King Jr. Right now, you are taking a live look at his memorial in our nation's capital in Washington, D.C., courtesy of EarthCam. A lot of folks will be visiting that today in Washington. A number of federal and local buildings, agencies, and businesses off today as we remember MLK Jr., and schools are also off as well. And his impact felt all across the world, especially here in Shreveport. KTBS 3 First News anchor Shannon Brinius joins us live with what would have been a spot along the parade route today for MLK, but some changes for the crew of Harambe due to Inauguration Day. Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning, Nate. Yes, on any other MLK Day, this parking lot outside Municipal Auditorium, the staging area, would be a hive of activity as participants in the crew of Harambe's traditional MLK Day parade would be here getting ready. That's not happening. They've decided to push that off to President's Day due to the inauguration. But there are plenty of other places in the Arklatex that are commemorating this day with special parades, including Texarkana, Arkansas, where a parade is set to take off at 11:30 this morning from Front Street Plaza.
Texarkana is preparing to celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. Day with a parade honoring his message of peace, equity, and togetherness. The theme for this year's parade is We Are Better Together. That certainly is a message of unity preached by the slain civil rights leader who always emphasized that those protesting must love their enemies, as it says in the Bible. As in past years, Texarkana's event will feature live music, food vendors, and activities for all ages. The parade is being sponsored by Bridging the Gaps of Arkansas.
Had it not been for the sacrifice that Dr. Martin Luther King made, a lot of the conveniences which should be recognized as privileges would not exist as we know it today.
And organizers are encouraging anyone who wants to enjoy that parade to come out. Business is also encouraged to take part. Reporting live in Shreveport, Shannon Bernier, KTBS 3 First News.